Next up, we highlight student art that was presented at the art show. Finally, we take a look at What I'll Go for the Future, an organized group dedicated to cleaning up our island.
Good afternoon, AHS, and welcome to another episode of The Rock. I'm Connor Powell.
And I'm Will McCracken. So, Connor, what's been going on this week?
Well, recently there's been a new policy drafted by the school board regarding the monitoring of students and teachers via video surveillance.
Aiden Rattel decided to investigate these changes and what exactly they could mean in the future.
Roll that segment.
Recently at AHS, a rumor has been spreading that administration is installing new security cameras in the classrooms. This has become a controversy among the student body, with fears of infringement of privacy being prevalent. We sat down with Will Goodrich to hear his opinion on the matter.
I think it's a stupid idea. Cameras in the hallway? Fine. We can watch little Timmy push Jared off a railing and we can get him in trouble. But in a classroom, I don't want that. I don't want some Mr. Bearball to know that I don't do my work and that I lie to my teacher about being sick. I don't do that.
However, this information turned out to be false and was nothing more than a rumor.
A lot of people ask me about cameras in the classroom, so there's not going to be cameras in the classroom. There's not currently any cameras in the classrooms. And it was just kind of brought up with that policy where people kind of read it and assumed just in some of the wording in there that there were cameras either in the classroom currently or that were going to be added.
We asked Ms. Gibson, leader of the Teachers Union at AHS, to elaborate on the situation.
So on February 21st, the school board introduced a policy around surveillance at the school board meeting. It really just impacts the high school at this point in time because the high school is the only one with any kind of surveillance equipment. We currently have video cameras in our hallways. We do not have video cameras in our classrooms, and I don't think that would ever be a policy. Part of the language was around the safety for students and staff, but half of the language was based around discipline for both students and staff. Teachers were very concerned with how this footage could be used in the future, so we sent an email asking some specific questions like who would be able to access the video footage and what serves as notification for the use of this in disciplinary actions. The board has since tabled this discussion until they could look into it further. So currently, the policy will not be voted on the March 21st board meeting. So that's where the policy stands right now.
And we'll keep you updated on any changes to this story as it progresses.
Next up, we're checking out the student art show down at the depot.
With a large art scene in Anacortes, Wade Miller and Jade Carter decided to talk to AHS students who had their work on display at the show.
Roll that segment.
Over the past month, artwork from Anacortes School District students has been displayed for the public at the Depot Transit Center.
I started art because I started watching anime. I liked how pretty and I liked how big everything was. It's really cringy, I know, but that's what I really like.
Prue began with notebook sketches, but as a part of Mr. Delutri's art class has begun to expand to different mediums.
I really like acrylic, and acrylic is very fun to work with. Right now, there's one that I'm working on, and it's this photo of a model who used her face, not her face, but like her head and her neck and collarbone as a base, and I used that to get the shading and stuff, and then I added my own face and my own hair on it. It's almost done, and I'm super excited for it.
Students from kindergarten to 12th grade have representation in the show, featuring everything from photographs to mosaics.
I like seeing other people's art, and it was so cool, like looking around all here and seeing all these pieces that I knew people were working on, like Megan's balloon animals, or Sierra's fruits, and seeing things that the people that I knew, they didn't Like, I didn't think that they would do something like that and have the confidence to put it out on display for everyone to see is really amazing to me. I want people to express themselves, and like one of the things like, oh, how'd you get that good, or how'd you do that? Like, it's literally just practice. Like what Chef Gusteau says, everyone can cook, everyone can draw, everyone can paint. Like this first painting I've ever done, like it just takes you doing it, and it takes you putting in that effort, and you can't say that you can't do something if you haven't truly tried it and tried to enjoy it.
It's really interesting seeing art from other students. It looks professional.
I know, right? It's awesome to see what all their hard creative work amounted to.
Speaking of awesome, check out my shirt.
Well, oh dang! PBS NewsHour Student Reporting Labs. 2 of our fellow students got featured on an official PBS broadcast this past Monday, talking about the recent college admissions bribery scandal.
Congratulations to Maddie Karlstrom and John Harrison for getting on the show. All thanks to producer Abby Davis.
Yeah, it looks like our little John is moving up in the reporting world.
Lucky for us, we still have him working on stories for us here. Let's transfer over to him to learn about the big island-wide cleanup happening this Saturday, put on by AASU, Fidalgo for the Future.
Roll that segment.
After the Parkland shooting of last year, our activist student union was formed to establish student-led change in Anacortes High School. Now, with almost a full year of experience under their belts, 3 students are orchestrating an island-wide cleanup, appropriately named Fidalgo for the Future.
This project is focusing on, 1, cleaning up our island and raising awareness about plastic waste as an issue here, and also providing incentive for businesses and individuals to make an impact on this issue by reducing plastic waste in their lives.
We really want to do something about this issue because we think that we have a supportive community that will back us on this and really support change in moving away from single-use plastics. The locations for the event are scattered around the island. There are some out on March's Point, there are some at Cap Sandy, there's some at the Cabana over by Washington Park. Another location is the parking lot at the high school. The lower parking lot and Smiley's Bottom are both really bad areas for plastic waste.
The trio started the concept for the event back in November, taking inspiration from various road cleanups that Mr. Garcia's Green Club put on. They plan to keep the action continuing after the initial cleanup, appealing not only to students, but to small business owners as well.
Our main target audience is the food businesses, because they're actually the primary source of all this plastic waste. And if we can get them to change their habits, we can keep the bulk of all of that waste from getting into our trails and our beaches.
We are having Lori Hayes from Vagabond Station speak at the event, and when they were just a food truck, they have always made a commitment to using compostable takeout containers. They kind of serve as a model in our community for other businesses that can do that, and showing that it does not break your business of using sustainable materials.
They also have invited representatives of Friends of Skagit Beaches and the Swinomish Indian Nation to speak at the event. If you are looking for something to do this Saturday and want to clean up your island, or just need 5 hours of community service, Fidalgo for the Future is the event for you. Be sure to arrive at the high school commons by 9 a.m. with work gloves and clothes to get messy in. For the Rocket Anacortes High School, I'm John Harrison.
Remember, that's 9 a.m. here in the Commons. Come support your community and fellow students.
And seniors, we'll be filming senior video interviews after senior presentations. So start thinking about who you want to get interviewed with and what stories you want to tell. And with that, I'm Will McCracken.
I'm Connor Powell. And from our rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.
Give me some.
Woo!